Hey Hooper, it's Friday, which means that it's Q&A time, and this week I'm going to share all of, what am I going to do? Hey Hooper, it's Friday, so that means it's Q&A time, and this week is all about hoops. Funnily enough, I get tons of questions about what size and what pipe and what I use to craft the hoops, so I'm going to take you into the wreckage that is the space where I create some of my hoops, and let's just get into the circles. My little secret is that I have actually never truly adored creating hoops, but apart from the sparkles and all of the gorgeous tape, but I never really loved like all of the waste and the extra bits of plastic. But it is my last term of teaching regular hoop classes in Melbourne, so I promised that I would create a hoop for everyone, and I'm having a ton of fun doing it, and I want to show you what's going on in this last hoop making session. Look what arrived in my post box yesterday. Molly and the Hula monsters, some hooping adventures there. Thank you so much, Abby, for sending this to me. I can't wait to watch this kids hooping DVD. Biggest question that I get asked usually is, what size hoop is that? Where did you get it from? And so it is likely in recent years on any of my videos that I have been using these UV reactive polypros from Super Hooper. The size is 90 centimeters in diameter and is that 35 inch. I'll put the details below. And the size of the actual polypro is 3/4 inch OD. Coils down for travel, mainly it's just awesome. Sometimes you might see me using this thinner polypro, which I believe is a 1/2 inch. I got it on Etsy. I do not remember where I got it from because a friend bought it for me. When I first started hooping, I was using a large size, like a 40 inch, I believe, in a very chunky pipe. It was one of the only hoops that was available, the hoop sizes that was available at the time when I first started hooping in 2007 in Japan. And you can see, hopefully, that it's quite different to the really thin polypro that you get these days. But it suited me really well. It helped me to learn all of the foundation moves and on-body moves. And I totally recommend, if you're beginning, that you grab a few different sizes of hoops if you can, and a big chunky one is often helpful. I then moved down to, it was an HPDE, I believe, hoop, which I refer to as a dance hoop, and it was a little bit lighter weight, a little thinner, and also a little smaller, so probably down to 95 centimeters. That suited me for learning the foundations of twins and on and off body. In those days, polypro was not a thing. People who wanted a lighter weight hoop were usually using little kids hoops. There are so many beautiful tapes that you can use to decorate your hoops, and I use a whole range that I get online in Australia from a company called Pretty Sticky. Sometimes I also buy tapes from craft stores or anywhere that I can find it. When I went to the US, I realized that there was amazing tapes being sold in like Target and hardware stores, so you can get creative and pick them up. You want durable tape, and I love the stuff that doesn't have all the paper backing because it's a ton of waste, but sometimes it's tricky to avoid. So I'm going to put some links below of tape sellers around the planet that I know of, and you can also add your links at the bottom if you grab your tapes from another place. When I first started making hoops in Japan, I was racing all over the place trying to source pipe, and I finally found some in a hardware store, and there's also this blue line type pipe in hardware stores in Australia. Nowadays there are more plastic sellers online like Hoop Supplies and Super Hooper and I'll put some other links below. Some hoops, especially polypros, are friction fit, which means that they don't have any hardware like nails or rivets or any other things. It's just that the pipe fits really snugly together, and sometimes sanding the connector really helps to make sure that it doesn't slip apart. But other hoops are riveted, especially if the pipe is a little bit denser. The rivets really help to keep the connection secure. Some other hoops are connected with these push button connectors, especially if you're wanting to use it as a travel hoop or you need it to break down, and you can get different sizes depending on the pipe and the connectors. You can get them online on hoop supply stores. You can even get them at the hardware store and sometimes camping stores as well. Let's take a look at the equipment that you might need. Pipe cutters, a rivet gun, a drill, rechargeable drill, and rivets are usually what I use, plus hoop connectors and hoop pipe and hoop tape and scissors, music, chocolate, all those things, lots of smoothies. The size of rivet that I usually use is a 4.3 or 4.4 size rivet, and you want to make sure that your drill bit is similar or same size so that the rivet can fit snugly in the plastic. Well, I'm pretty stoked that these will be the last hoops that I am making. It has been a creative process, and I've loved coming up with new designs and new ranges so you can get super duper creative with it all. So I hope that that little video helped to answer some of the questions that you have been asking about the size of hoops that I use and the pipe and the tape and all of those cool, wonderful, sparkly, awesome, amazing things. So I am going to leave a ton, so many links below so that you can check those out. And I'm also going to write a blog. I'm trying not to step on my computer. Until next time, big hoop love from me to you. Mwah. Hoops and pipe and tape and all that gorgeous sparkly stuff. Mwah, mwah, mwah.